Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Celia's Kitchen Live this morning. Welcome to all my viewers, and it's a nice, hot, sunny day outside. So, guess what? I'm gonna light some heat up in this kitchen right now, guys. I'm gonna light some heat up in this kitchen right now. So, as you might have seen on my post this morning, I am making some red herring plantain sliders. Yes, red herring plantain sliders. And good morning, Damien. How are you? Welcome to the live. And for the first person that came on my live this morning on Facebook, won a prize. Where you cook today? We say enough, no behavior, you know. Yes, you won a prize. So, Damien, you just want this silicone tray. And I know you'll find this handy because you cook just like me. So I'm giving away today this nice silicone tray. You could bake your cookies on it. You can make your torta on it. You can make your drops on it. Yes, it's rubbery, but it can contain the heat in the oven. Yes, it's made that way. No sticking. Yes. So you just want a prize. You just want a tray from Celia's Kitchen. And guess what? It's green. So let's give it up for Damien this morning for winning this prize on my show. And good morning, Dawn. And how are you? Good morning, Monique. And everybody's just popping in. Good morning, Junie. Good morning, Carmen on Facebook, on YouTube. Sorry, I see you just popping up. And guys, I'm so happy to see you all. Yes, it was a lovely trip in Florida for the last 2 weeks. I ended up cooking in Bree's Kitchen. It was my pleasure cooking in Bree's Kitchen, and it was just fun there. It was vacation / celebration for me because, as you all know, I have a new addition to our family. Yes, we have a new addition. Her name is Kazana. But of course, I call her Mayana. And she knows my voice, even on video call. When I called yesterday, she was just squirming like a little worm because she heard Glamour's voice. Yes, she heard Glamour's voice. All right, guys, so let me get the ball rolling. I have so many things to do this morning in here. So right here, guys, I have some green plantains. Yes, some nice green plantains. I have some chopped up peppers here, some onions, some tomatoes, and of course, I have some Scotch bonnet pepper all the way from Yard. Yes, Jamaica. So, you know, when you're cooking red herring and them kind of things, you have to put a little heat in it. Not peppery, but just a little heat. And I have a nice big stock of scallion right here that I will be using. So, in the sink, I have soaked about six pieces of smoked herring, which we call back home red herring. Yes, when we used to buy our red herring in the store, we didn't get it nice and filleted like this, all ready to go. They had the whole fish all dried and burnt, and you have to go home and burn it again on the fire to remove the skin, and then you have to debone it, then you have to soak it to get all that excess salt out of it. So when you live off foreign, they make it easier for you. It's already deboned in the pack. And it's already not so salty, but I still soak it in some hot water earlier in this bowl to get the excess salt out because guess what? We don't want high blood pressure. All right, so I'm just going to pour this water off of the soaked pieces. Just going to pour it off so we get the excess water off of it. And then I'm going to be using my wok. But as you know, guys, I always make my tea before I start my show. So this morning, I got some fresh herbs from my cousin in Queens. I washed them and I put them in this bag. I mix them all up, guys, but I don't care. This is some fresh organic basil. So I'm going to be using 2 leaves of this because they're big. And I'm going to be using some NRG Herbalife tea because I got up this morning feeling a little bit, I wouldn't say tired, but a little bit, not too energized. So I want some energy. So I'm just going to add a little NRGT to this mix along with some basil. So it's basil infused. Alrighty, so my water is already hot in my kettle. So I'm just going to add my hot water and let this seep for a little bit. Okay. It smells great already. Because you know, guys, basil has a very unique aroma that smells so good. And the NRGT has all these herbs in it, the pico orange and some of the other things that it's made up of. It gives you great energy. So I infused it with the basil. So while it's there steeping, I'm going to be peeling my plantains. And over here, I already, you know what? Let me chop my seasoning before I start peeling the plantains. I already cut and marked them, so it makes my life easier. So I'm just going to cut off the bottom of this. Drop it in my little garbage thingy right here. So I'm just going to chop up some scallion because, you know, when you cook up red herring, you have to have your little seasoning in there. So guys, I have some chopped up scallions, some chopped up peppers, an array of peppers, different colors. I'm just cutting some grape tomatoes. For some reason, I don't like the Roma tomatoes, which we call plummy back home. We call it plummy tomatoes. For some reason, I don't like it. I prefer to work with my grape tomatoes. I think they're tastier, and it makes it easier to cut. It's easier to just split it in two. For some reason, I find that the Roma tomatoes are mushy sometimes. If you don't get the nice hard ones, it's always mushy, and I really don't like tomatoes when they're mushy like that. Not me. So I'm just chopping this up in small pieces right here. So this thing is going to be well seasoned. All right. So I'm going to turn my fire on. Good morning, Karine and Paulette. Thanks for joining my live. All right, guys. You see, because the Scotch bonnet pepper is so hot, I have to be so careful of the amount that I put in this because I don't want it spicy. I just want it to taste. So I'm just going to cut 2 little pieces and chop it so and so, and just blend it in the mix. So when you fry it up in the oil, it will be infused in the oil. All right. So first, guys, I'm going to be frying my plantain. And as I told you, I'm using 3 nice green plantains. And I like to peel my plantains under running water. Just like back home when you peel the green banana and you peel it under running water, it makes the peeling easier and it doesn't stain your hands. So I'm peeling my plantain under the running water this morning because I don't want to get my hands all stained. So while it's peeling off, you know, the water is just rinsing it at the same time. All right, great. So 1 down, 2 to go. Matter of fact, I think I might add another plantain to the mix because somebody just saw me outside and asked me what I'm cooking. I tell them to check the live, what I posted earlier. And they said they need 2 servings. So I'm going to make extra this morning so they could get it. So I'm just going to grab another plantain from this side. So I'm grabbing an extra plantain for that person. Won't call no names. So I'm peeling real quick. And these plantains are organic, guys. Because you know I use nothing but organic in my kitchen. Because the GMO stuff, I'm telling you, it's killing off people out there. And cancer and diabetes and all these diseases out there, they are, taking over the place. So you just have to make sure what you put in your body. So I'm just gonna peel this under some running water. Makes peeling easier. Back home they used to say oil your hands and peel the banana. So I'm just gonna peel this little part off. Alrighty. Okay, so 3 plantains for 1 to go. Good morning, Noel. Good morning, Norma. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Oh, I didn't mark this one. I thought I marked this one, guys. But I marked all of them. So I'm just taking a little of the excess thingies off the end of it, just to make sure it's clean of any skin or the inner part of the skin. When you're making plantains, everything have to turn up. All right, guys. So on my cutting board, I have 4 nice, luscious pieces of plantains. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut them across, fry them whole, and then press them. Because remember, we're making sliders. So the sliders are replacing the bread. Because normally, sliders, they normally use the hamburger breads or the mini breads. So the plantain is gonna be replacing that. So I'm just gonna cut these across. So I might cut one plantain in 3 pieces. This one is a little longer, so I'm going to cut it in 4. All right. So I have my plantain pieces ready to go. So this morning, guys, I'm using some nice vegetable oil. So I like to fry things in my wok because I get good results from my wok and my big frying pan. My favorite frying pan, the big one, I always fry fish in. Yes. So I'm using the wok this morning because I get good results from it. When you have a favorite pot in the kitchen, some pots cook the rice better than others. Some frying pan fry the plantain or the fish better than others. Yeah, so we all have favorite pots in our kitchen. So this is one of my favorite pots. This is like an old one. It do it thing. But this is the one I use for eggs sometime in the morning or plantains or whatever. This is like an everyday pot. So this pot get right every day. You see how shine here is and the middle is dark? Yeah, this is a pot that we use a lot in the kitchen. I think it's one of Twine's favorite frying pans, so he uses it a lot. All right, guys. So while my pot is getting hot, let me take 2 sips of my tea. Guys, the basil infused in the NRG tea is so delicious. It's so delicious. And 2 seconds from now, you're going to see my eyes pop open. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But it gives you great energy. It cleans your skin. Yes, the NRG tea from Herbalife. Check it out. So to the sliders this morning, guys, I will also be adding some vegan mozzarella cheese. And this is optional. You don't have to add cheese if you don't want. But I'm going to be adding cheese to mine because, Celi's Kitchen is everything with a twist. All right, so she said the name of the pot, lick pot sweet. All right, guys, so I'm gonna lightly season my plantain before I actually fry them, because I know people season them plantain after them fried. like put like a salt on it and press it with like a butter. Well, me I do the opposite. Because you know we do things different over here. So I'm just gonna rub it up a little, and then I'm gonna drop it in the oil. Oh, I have a little piece of plantain on this part. You know, we keep it real in here to make sure everything is off. All right. All right, guys. So I could feel the heat coming from the pot. So I'm gonna start dropping the plantains in. And the oil will be covering the plantains so it gets fried properly. So I'm starting to drop them in the oil. You could hear it start sizzling. So I'm able to drop all the pieces in the pot, guys, because the wok is so big and there's so much oil in it, it's gonna steam in the oil. So I'm just gonna leave it there and let it cook. And then I'm gonna be cooking up my red herring over on the other side of the stove. And let me just turn the camera so you all can see what I'm doing. I think YouTube is a little bit... I'm just trying to adjust these cameras so you all can see what I'm doing. Alrighty, so my plantains are sizzling in the oil. Good morning, Audrey. How are you so late? Why are you so late? You're always the first or the second one to pop up on the live. But I guess you thought I was going to be late this morning because for the past 2 weeks, I've been coming on at 11 o'clock. So... you know, I was in Florida, so my schedule there changed. I had to be playing glamour role. I had to be working shifts at night with my Yana. You know, she gets up, she only wants breasts. Mommy expressed some breasts in the bottle. I had to be there feeding her. Yeah, man. So I was doing night duty. So I had to start the show late. She said, finally made it to Facebook. Seems it's delayed in comparison to. There's a problem with Facebook? Really? Oh. I only see a few people on YouTube, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know, something with the feed. I have to really check it out. She said I was on YouTube. Oh, you were on YouTube. I see. And then you switched over. All right, guys. So my green plantain is sizzling in the oil. Good morning, Richard. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome to the live. And Pastor Richard is on the live, guys, all the way from Jamaica. We know each other from Pentab. We all grew up as kids. Nice to see you on my live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who are just joining the live this morning, as you saw my post earlier, I am making some red herring plantain sliders. So I've already boiled. I should say soaked. I didn't boil. So I have 6 pieces of red herring fillet here. It's all deboned, soaked to get the excess salt out of it. So I'm just gonna break it up, but I'm just gonna get some gloves because, you know, I'll be touching stuff that other people will be eating. So I have to be careful. All right, I'm just gonna grab some gloves. Let me grab some gloves from this box. Yep. All right, so I'm just going to push my seasonings aside. I'm just going to break these pieces of red herring in small pieces. Twine is not really a fan of red herring. He'll eat it if I make it, but he's not really a fan. I don't know why. He prefers saltfish. This was easy. So I broke these into small pieces, guys, and they are already deboned, as you can see. So I'm just waiting on my plantains to fry to press them. So I'm just going to change burners so the frying process can continue over here. And I'm going to be using this frying pan to cook up my red herring. So I'm going to be using some avocado oil this morning, guys, to cook up my red herring. So I'm just pouring some in the frying pan just to grease the frying pan. I don't want a greasy, gravy-like red herring. I just want it nice and cooked up with all these peppers. So I'm just gonna grease the pan. Let me put some more. This is taking too long. So this avocado oil, guys, is infused with rosemary and some fine pieces of garlic. So my oil has a nice flavor. So guys, if you want to flavor your oil at home, just get some of these bottles. You could get them in Dollar Tree. You could get them in those gem stores. And you just put pieces of rosemary in, 2 pieces of garlic. You can add some pimento too if you like. And it flavors your oil and it gives your food this nice taste and aroma. All right, guys. So I have an array of peppers, onions, scallions over here that I'll be sauteing in the oil. And I'm just going to add this to my oil right now. I don't think I'll be using all because I cut up too much. So I'm just going to be using some. I could save this for something else. Let me get this out of the way. So I'm just sauteing some seasoning here, guys. Some herbs, some onions, scallion, peppers, tomatoes. And they're all organic spices that I'm using this morning to make this slider. Why is the pot not sizzling? The pot is embarrassing me on live. I don't know what happened. My fire is burning. I don't know. Maybe I have to wait. Hi, Omar. I see you popping up on the live. What did Audrey say? Maybe it's because it's more bony. Why he don't like it? I don't know, Audrey. He just don't like it. But I love it. Give me some fried dumpling with some red herring. Right, Damien, if you're still on the live. So, guys, for those of you who are just joining, Damien won a tray this morning. So the first person that popped up on the live won a prize. So, guys, I'm sauteing these seasonings. And then, how can I cook red herring and add little thyme to it? Let me get my thyme pan. Guys, I've had this thyme pan since I lived in New York and I never threw it away. You know why? It has holes all around it. So when you put your thyme in it and it gets dried, it doesn't spoil. So I never threw it away. I kept it. I'm not a red person, as you know, but I kept it because I really love it. I try to find a bigger one everywhere, but I still can't find it. But I'm still searching. So I'm just adding some pieces of dried thyme leaves to the mix. So I'm adding it to the pot. Because, you know, I like a little thyme in my saltfish and ackee. I like a little thyme in my red herring. So I'm only putting the leaves, guys, because I don't want to add the stem. Because you don't want to be biting into the slider and then you're biting on thyme stems. So I just added the leaves from the thyme. Put this in my composite over there. And then I'm going to be adding the pickled red herring to this mix. Good morning, Lisa. I see you. How are you? So I'm adding the red herring to the mix now, guys. I think the red herring sucked up all this avocado oil in it, guys. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more, just a little sprinkle. You know, sometimes you're cooking, you have to fix as you go along. And when you're cooking up red herring, guys, you don't need a lot of seasoning. You really don't. All you probably need is like a black pepper. And I have some salt-free Mrs. Dash over here. So I'm just going to add just a little sprinkle. And these are all dried herbs. So you don't need a lot of seasoning. You just need the fresh seasoning when you're making red herring. Right, Jamaicans? Right, Omar? You just need your fresh seasoning and like a black pepper. But I'm not going to add black pepper this morning because I bought this black pepper, guys, but I find that when I grind it, the pieces are so big. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grind it in this and then pound it a little bit so I get it all fine. I find that the pieces come out so big in the grinder, from the grinder. And I really don't like to taste the big pieces. So what I do, I add it to this and then I'm going to mash it up. You know, you have to improvise. Right, so this did the job. This did the trick. All right, so I'm adding a little black pepper, guys. Not a lot, just to taste. And then I'm stirring this up. So the fire is too high, so I'm turning down my fire, guys. And guys, this smells amazing. This smells amazing. I could show you the frying pan, what it looks like. It looks and smells amazing. So I'm just going to leave it there to sizzle. Little piece of red already never get fried up. I'm just going to leave it there to sizzle, guys. And then I'm waiting on those plantains over there on that slow boat fire over there. I have to put it back over here. For some reason, these are the same size burners, and this one is somewhat faster than that one. So my plantains are still being cooked, so I'm just going to turn them now. My green plantains are still being fried. So guys, I'm going to press them and then I'm going to drop them back in the oil for like 5-10 seconds. And then I'm going to take them out. So I'm just turning them right now, guys. Because I want to make sure that it steams in the oil. It's not soaking up the oil, but it's just, you know, cooking properly. So we are going to make some delicious sliders. All right. So guys, you might be wondering what is in this corner over here. You might be wondering what is in this corner over here. And I should have really wear my Ireland apron, you know, Lisa, because I'm making some Guinness mix up this morning. So guys, when you have a husband like mine who works 2 jobs and works very hard, you have to keep up the man body. You understand? So this morning, I decided to add to my menu this morning some mix up. But you know, I always make my Guinness different ways. Sometimes I add nuts, sometimes I don't add nuts, sometimes I add oatmeal. I mix it up in different ways. So this morning, I'm mixing it up in another way. And I'm adding some oats, some organic Nature's Promise oats, a bottle of Guinness, some non-dairy oat creamer from Trader Joe's. And this one is healthy, Audrey, because I know you always get on me with the creamers. And I'm adding 2 scoops of Herbalife shake. So the mix-up is not only going to give energy, but it has a health benefit in it too from the shake. So I'm going to make some serious mix-up this morning. And of course, I'm going to add some sweetened coconut condensed milk. Adding a little bit of sweetened coconut condensed milk. Just the taste, not a lot, because we don't want it sweet. We don't want to make it sweet at all. So let me take out something to press my plantains. Where's the other green one? Oh, I'm looking for the green one. I have two of them. This is the one I used to smooth off my cakes. Oh, I put the giveaway gift in the drawer. This is supposed to be a giveaway gift for today. All right. So guys, I'm gonna add a bottle of Guinness to my blender. And to all the holy rollers on my live, if you're from the Caribbean, you know we do this all the time, especially on Sundays. And of course, guys, I'm going to add some authentic carrot juice. Yes, man, carrot juice. So I'm making a different kind of concoction. Oh, I'll fall out of the fridge. So I left the carrot juice in the fridge because, you know, you don't want to take it out for spoilage. So this is the Trader Joe's. And I don't know, guys, if you've ever had this. Go to Trader Joe's and try their carrot juice. No water added, no preservatives, straight carrot. Yes, straight carrot. It's extracted carrot juice in this bottle right here. Everybody that I've introduced this to, love it. They said it saved them time from making their own carrot juice at home. Yeah, this is the lazy way. But it has no additives, no preservative, 100% juice from the carrot. All right. So I'm going to be adding some of this to the mix. I'm not measuring, I'm just pouring some. All right. I just want to put it back in the fridge real quick, guys. I don't want to leave it out. It's about to keep flying out of the door. And of course, I'm going to add some non-dairy creamer, oat creamer from Trader Joe's. I'm going to shake a little oats, quick oats, and this is Organic Nature's Promise oats. Just a little bit. And of course, 2 scoops of Herbalife shake. And this is cookies and cream Herbalife shake. And then, of course, I'm adding some coconut condensed milk. Lisa said, yes, I love the Baltimore Farms and BJ's. It's good as well. Little more bang for your buck. Oh, I see. But Lisa, promise me, you're going to try Trader Joe's carrot juice. You will never go back to the Bolt House Farms. You'll never try it. I know it's probably cheaper and it's more economical in BJ's to buy that because you get a bigger bottle and more for the buck, as you said. But try the Trader Joe's one. I think it's $4 and change, and it's a quart. It's 1 quart. It's 32 ounces. So you still get a good amount. All right, so my plantains are almost ready. So I'm going to press them. I'm going to drop them in back for 5 seconds, and then we're going to make some sliders. Let me get this out of the way. You just rest this right here. All right, guys. So let me grab a spoon from this drawer right here. So I'm just going to add some coconut condensed milk. I'm adding about 3 big tablespoons. So this is non-dairy condensed milk. So I kind of swish it around a little so we don't waste anything on the spoon. And of course, I'm going to add some ice because, you know, you need to add ice to this to make it really nice and delicious. Thank God Twine never leave the ice tray empty today. Because, guys, I'm always use the ice tray and put it back. Oops. Ice dropping my tea over there. I guess it needs to cool it down. All right, guys, so I'm going to blend away. And and let's see how this tastes. So while this is cooking, guys, all right, this looks nice and mellow already, and I didn't even taste it yet. All right, guys, so the next two giveaway gifts that I have, I'm giving away today a Herbalife water bottle. A Herbalife water bottle. Because as you guys know, I am a Herbalife distributor, so, you know, we get stuff or we buy stuff all the time to give away. And I'm also giving away a craft kitchen, scoop. Now, sometimes, guys, you're making meatballs in the kitchen. You know, you buy ground meat and you want to make your meatballs. This is a perfect kitchen gadget to use. You are making some hors d'oeuvres for a party and you mince something up and you want to get it in a nice little ball. This is the perfect kitchen gadget to use. And this, it's hot. It's still the summertime. And you could also put any juice or beverage of your choice or water in this bottle to go. You work out at the gym. This is a perfect water bottle. So I'm giving this away today. Okay, so the question is, for the last 2 weeks, yes, Miss Audrey, Miss Gadgety, or whatever you call me. For the last two lives, I came to you live from my daughter's kitchen. So the first week I was in Florida, what did I make? What did I make? And I want the complete dish. Tell me, what did I make? If you can tell me what I made 2 weeks ago, yes, kingfish and what? Kingfish and what, Lisa? Come on. Kingfish and breadfruit. Yes, you got it. You got it. So, kingfish and breadfruit. Was it kingfish and saltfish fritters? No, last week was the fritters. Audrey. So Lisa is right. It's indeed breadfruit. It's indeed breadfruit. So she won this. All right. What did I cook last week? What did I cook last week? So Audrey typed it in already. Breadfruit saltfish fritters. So Audrey, you win the next prize, which is the Herbalife water bottle. So Audrey won the water bottle and Lisa won this kitchen craft gadget. Let's give it up for Lisa. Let's send some hearts and some thumbs up, guys. All right, guys. So my plantains look like I'm ready because the fork is sliding through it. So I'm taking some of them out of the oil. I'm taking some of them out of the oil. And I'm going to dunk it back in there for about a couple seconds just to get the edges crisp, because I'm going to be pressing these with some butter. Yes, I'm going to press them with like a butter. But you know what? I shouldn't put the butter yet because I'm going to put them in the oil. So that doesn't make sense. I'm going to put the butter after. So I'm going to be coating them with some nice garlic butter, so we get the garlic butter flavor. Alrighty, so I'm going to start by just, gently drying off the excess oil off of these. And then I'm going to start the pressing process, and then I'm going to get them back in the oil. So I'm going to press them this way. This one going like it, no one press. Be of yourself. Delicious. So guys, I have a lot of gifts that you guys won on the live, and I don't remember who won what. So if you want a gift and you didn't get it, please inbox me and tell me what you won. I have so many gifts inside my bedroom. I have some gifts in the car. I know I have some of them to mail. I'm like, oh my God, I should have tagged them, but I forgot to tag them. I remember Janet's gift, the most recent ones. But like some of them, you know, I have a glass cup. I know that was for Michelle in Canarsie. And I have 2 more other gifts, but I don't remember who won them. So if you want a gift on my live and you didn't get it yet, please inbox me. I have it. I just don't remember who won what. I would have to go back and watch the lives just to see, and that's a lot of work. So make my life easier, please. Please and thanks. All right, guys, so I'm going to drop these back in the oil for like 5 seconds, the pressed ones. And I'm going to take out the ones that are already cooked. So I'm just going to gently dry with the paper towel. Okay. All right, guys, so I'm going to just drop these back in the oil, and then I'm going to take them out. And then we're going to make our sliders. Alrighty. So we have all the plantain pieces out. So I just put them back in the oil for a couple of seconds or a minute or two, and then I'm taking them back out. Alrighty, guys, so help me make some sliders this morning. Turn the stove off, and of course I need get me some more paper towels so we get all the excess grease out of the plantains, because we don't want to eat a greasy slider this morning. Oh, let me get some toothpick so we could keep it together. So I'm getting some toothpick because I'm going to need it. All right. So I'm taking all the excess grease out. And then I'm going to sprinkle with a little bit of adobo, because you want to make sure this tastes good. And then I'm going to brush a little butter on it. Because you know, when you press plantains back home, you know, from the other day, I can't find my brush them. All right, let me improvise. The fork works well. I can't find my brush, guys. I have 2 brushes. Don't know where to find them. So I'm just putting some garlic butter over it, guys. Just not to let it dry. Because, you know, green plantains tend to be a little dry. So we just want to keep this nice and moist and tasty. So I'm just adding some garlic butter on top. And you know, we keep it real in Celie's Kitchen. So let me get a display plate for my sliders. Alrighty, so I'm going to be adding in my slider some lettuce and some vegan mozzarella cheese. Yes, some mozzarella cheese and some lettuce. And these lettuce are the nice crispy lettuce by, I forgot the brand. Let me tell you the brand. It's called Little Leaf Farms. Let me show you what the container looks like. It's from Little Leaf Farms, and it's baby crispy green lettuce. It says it's pesticide-free, herbicide-free, fungicide-free. It says no need to wash. Of course, me wash it again because me not trust them. And it's non-GMO. So I like this lettuce because it's nice and crispy. So I already washed these. They're already dried and everything. Okay, guys, so let's make some sliders before we got taste for punch over there. So I'm looking for the nice, firm pieces that are not broken up too much. So I'm just picking out the best. Yes. So I have 6 pieces here, guys. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this red herring mixture right here. Just a little goes a long way. So I'm just going to put it on one side. And then I'm going to put a little on the other side of another one. And then I'm going to put a little on this one. And then I'm going to add some cheese because you want the cheese to hit this part of the plantain so it starts melting because it's still very hot. So now I'm going to add my lettuce. So I'm just breaking this piece in 2, putting it right here. And then I'm breaking this piece in 2 and I'm putting it right here. And then I'm taking this piece in 2 and I'm putting it right here. So now I'm going to add my cheese on top. So when I slap this on, it starts melting. So let's get some cheese going. Where's my squeaky thingy? All right. So I'm just going to add some cheese on top of the lettuce. And then I'm going to slap this little bad boy right here. And then I'm going to take a toothpick and I'm going to push through it so it holds it together. And then I'm going to put some more cheese on this one right here. You don't need to add a lot. Just a little goes a long way. Add some on this one right here. Some on this one right here. You rest it right here. You put this on top. You stick this toothpick inside. A little goes a long way. So the hot plantain from this one. So I made 3 sliders so far, guys. I made 3 sliders so far. So here you have it, guys. My red herring plantain sliders. And isn't this looking beautiful this morning? If you like what we made today, just give me a thumbs up. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Miss Joycey. Yes, so this is my red herring plantain sliders, guys. And trust me, I know it tastes good. I'm going to taste one right now. But before I taste it, of course, let me just remove my gloves. I need a glass. I need a fancy glass. Yeah, I'm going to get this fancy one right here. So, all right. So let's taste the mix up over here, guys. Let's taste this mix up. So this is carrot Guinness Herbalife shake. Little oats, little creamer. Yep. And little coconut condensed milk. Let's see how this tastes. Twine going love this. War is later. Yes, guys, it is so delicious. It is so delicious. I can't even tell you how good this tastes. This is so delicious, guys. You should try this recipe. For those of you in Jamaica, go to one of the Herbalife Club and get some cookies and cream shake, some Guinness, some coconut condensed milk from, I think it's Jamaica Choice. What brand is this? This brand, I don't know if you have it in Jamaica, but it said Jamaican Choice coconut condensed milk. Yeah. So if you want to stay away from dairy, guys, there is a lot of alternatives out there that you could try. So guys, let me taste the slider for you now. And this is going to be so good. I just feel it already. Guys, I'm in heaven. This tastes so good. This is so, so, so good. This is so delicious, guys. I can't even tell you how delicious this slider is. I'm so loving it. It's not salty. It's just tasty. It's delicious. And guess what? I never even touched the tea yet. Forget about my tea. I always forget about my tea. No, sir. The shake tastes better than the tea. So, guys, if you like what we cooked in Celie's kitchen today, I want you to like this video, share this video, and if you're not yet subscribed to Celie's Kitchen YouTube channel, I don't know what you are waiting on. I want you to like, share, and subscribe to Celie's Kitchen YouTube channel. Ta-ta! I'm gonna eat my food. Can't wait to come off on the live. We're gonna finish this. So take care of yourself. And as Jamaicans would say, guys, walk good. So I want all of you on this live this morning to enjoy the heat outside and walk good.